The hidden environmental cost of electronic waste, understanding pollution, toxic materials, and the importance of responsible recycling. Technology improves our lives, but the devices we discard can create serious environmental consequences. In this presentation, we'll explore how electronic waste contributes to pollution and why responsible recycling through licensed recyclers is essential for protecting our planet. Electronic waste, often called e-waste, is one of the fastest-growing waste streams in the world. As technology evolves rapidly, devices become obsolete more quickly than ever before. Smartphones may be replaced every 2 to 3 years, laptops are upgraded frequently, and even household appliances now include electronic components that eventually reach the end of their lifespan. This constant cycle of upgrades results in millions of tons of discarded electronics every year. Businesses, schools, and households all contribute to this growing volume of waste. Unfortunately, many of these devices are thrown away with regular trash instead of being recycled responsibly. When electronics are improperly discarded, they often end up in landfills where they are not designed to be safely processed. This creates environmental risks because electronic devices contain a wide range of materials that require specialized recycling. That's why responsible disposal through licensed recyclers is so important for managing electronic waste safely. One of the biggest environmental concerns associated with e-waste is the presence of hazardous materials. Many electronic devices contain heavy metals and chemical compounds that can be harmful if released into the environment. For example, lead is commonly found in circuit boards, soldering materials, and older monitors and televisions. If these devices are thrown away in landfills, lead can eventually seep into soil and groundwater. Mercury is another hazardous substance that may be present in certain electronic displays and lighting systems. Improper disposal can release mercury into the air or nearby ecosystems, posing risks to wildlife and human health. Other metals, such as cadmium and arsenic, are also found in electronic components like rechargeable batteries and semiconductors. These substances do not break down easily in nature and can remain in the environment for many years if not handled properly. Landfills are not designed to safely process the complex materials found in electronics. Over time, discarded devices begin to break down due to environmental exposure such as rain, temperature changes, and physical pressure. When rainwater passes through landfill waste, it can carry dissolved metals and chemicals into surrounding soil layers. This process, known as leaching, allows contaminants to move through the ground and potentially reach groundwater supplies. Once toxic substances enter the environment, they can spread through ecosystems. Contaminated soil can affect plants and animals, and these pollutants can eventually move through the food chain. Because many heavy metals persist in the environment for decades, the environmental damage caused by improperly disposed electronics can last for generations. Preventing this contamination begins with responsible recycling. Electronics are not only made of metals and glass. A significant portion of modern devices is made from durable plastics. These plastics form device casings, insulation materials, and structural components designed to protect electronics during use. While these plastics provide durability and safety during a product's lifespan, they present challenges once the device becomes waste. Many electronics plastics are not biodegradable and can remain in landfills for hundreds of years. In addition, some plastics used in electronics contain chemical additives such as flame retardants. These chemicals help prevent devices from overheating or catching fire, but they can release harmful substances if the plastics degrade improperly. In some parts of the world, informal recycling practices such as burning electronics are used to recover metals. Unfortunately, burning plastics releases toxic fumes that can harm both the environment and nearby communities. Another major impact of electronic waste is the pressure it places on landfill capacity. Large devices like televisions, printers, servers, and computer equipment take up significant space in waste facilities. As more electronics are discarded, landfills fill up faster, requiring expansion and creating additional environmental concerns. What many people don't realize is that electronics also contain valuable materials that should not be wasted. Devices often include copper, aluminum, gold, and rare earth elements that are essential for manufacturing new technology. When electronics are thrown away instead of recycled, these valuable materials are lost. Mining new metals requires significant energy and can cause environmental disruption. Recovering these materials through recycling helps conserve natural resources and reduce the environmental footprint of manufacturing. Licensed recyclers play a critical role in preventing environmental damage caused by electronic waste. These specialized facilities are equipped to safely dismantle electronics and recover useful materials. During the recycling process, devices are carefully disassembled and sorted into different material streams. Metals such as copper and aluminum can be extracted and prepared for reuse in new products. Hazardous components like batteries, mercury-containing parts, and other toxic materials are handled with specialized equipment designed to prevent contamination. By safely separating materials and managing hazardous components, licensed recyclers ensure that electronics are processed in a way that protects both the environment and public health. Everyone has a role to play in reducing the environmental impact of electronic waste. Individuals can make responsible choices by recycling outdated electronics instead of throwing them away. Many communities offer recycling drop-off programs or collection events that make it easy to dispose of electronics safely. Donating or repairing functional devices can also extend their lifespan and reduce waste. Businesses also generate significant amounts of electronic waste as they upgrade computers, servers, and office equipment. Partnering with licensed recyclers allows companies to manage this equipment responsibly and ensure safe recycling practices. Education and awareness are also important. When more people understand the environmental impact of electronic waste, they are more likely to choose responsible recycling solutions. Responsible electronic recycling provides multiple environmental benefits. It helps prevent toxic materials from contaminating soil, water, and air. Recycling also conserves valuable natural resources by recovering metals and materials that can be reused in manufacturing. This process supports a circular economy where materials stay in use longer rather than becoming waste. Instead of extracting new raw materials, industries can rely on recycled resources to build new products. Working with licensed recyclers ensures that electronics are handled safely, valuable materials are recovered, and environmental damage is minimized. If you have outdated electronics or equipment that needs to be disposed of responsibly, our team is here to help. You can reach us by phone, email, or through our website to learn more about safe electronic recycling services. Our experienced team works with businesses, organizations, and individuals to ensure electronics are handled responsibly and processed by licensed recyclers who prioritize environmental protection. Proper recycling helps prevent pollution, conserve valuable resources, and reduce the environmental impact of discarded technology. The technology we leave behind should never become tomorrow's environmental burden. By choosing responsible recycling today, we help protect our communities and our planet for generations to come.